to say. There's things that I think I should remember, and there's things that I think that I shouldn't. What's this? You see, it's just an introductory. Look. You see? It looks like it's going to be on a happy face, but then at the same time, it's not, because it's information. You see? Well, it's just a really easy one. But you can do, of course, lots of complicated things. And it doesn't have to be that complicated to be funny and to work in all directions. You see? That's obviously a mean smile with a claw and like a punch. Like that's what it looks like to me, with like a shaped eye, because it's in the right place, the anger. So, of course you want to see it all ways. Oh, you see it? Okay, I'm not going to show you that. What is this way? It looks like this is an eye, right? This is an eye. And this is like the line of the eye going out, right? Like the Egyptians, right? The line of the eye going out. So it's an acceptance. And this is the one that is closed in. And that's also a part of anger. This looks like an anger eye, right? And look at this. If you look at just even this shape, changes it to an angry face. This triangle, because it's all connected, and triangles in lots of different ways mean putting in connections together. Bermuda Triangle, it's all magic. And this is a Pac-Man Mohawk man. You see, there's lots of reasons for mohawks. This is the face, eye, long brow signifying that it's well thought out, and a mohawk. You see? You see, and it could be a doodle bird. You see, it could be, but it's not. And that was all the ways, right? So, oh yeah. Yeah, I need editing software and all that stuff to really get good videos and everything, but, oh, and how did I do it? Look up close. It's a secret. What does it say? You suck by. I don't mean it, I swear. And this way it says soar. S-O-R-E. Oh, and not no word. It's supposed to be not no word. That's what those letters are. Not no word. You see, so there's a bunch of ways to put language together to make it more fun and more easy to develop the concepts that pose significance values to the acceptance of people, to make things connect better in relations. Of course, that's what always peace talks are supposed to be about. It's always supposed to be an offering in peace for all connections all through the world, and you just don't see that. So that's my play, was just to make it easy, for people to understand that there's lots of ways that can make you a beginning in the journey. That will be fun for you, and if you're not accepting of all the magic, or if you're not accepting of all these ideas, or if you don't want to hear it and you want your own zone, that's all things that are part of accepting religiosity, letting people have their space, letting people have their ideas free, and not having to have to hear them. I don't have a problem with people not wanting to hear everything. But at the same time, it still has to be ruled over. And those concepts are missing in the ideal forms. And if you don't notice, it's because it's been missing for some time. And the old is there, and the ghosts are there, still haunting, and they should be. Well, yeah, I had lots of work. I had lots of drawings that I did, but I just started drawing, I don't know, how many years? It was probably 3 years ago, probably 3.5 years ago. But I had planned to draw for a long time. And I figured that if I learned things, that I'd be able to put them in order more quickly for a talent to form. So that's why I waited so long, even though I was interested in all those things a long time ago. I didn't even bother to try. I just waited until I thought I could do it. And you can do that in all sorts of ways, you know. And if somebody, it's exactly right. If somebody says you don't have a talent, you know, it's not that you don't have a talent. It's that you can be new. You can be beginnings in many ways. It doesn't have to be the same as somebody else, or that somebody else is better, or you know their ideas are going to rule over yours in a harmful way. And of course that has to be a focus that brings up our societies, is that it doesn't have to be a harmful focus. And yeah, you need lots of light souls that know how to put the ideas lightly for people to take really well. um, um, I I really feel that it's such a concentrated art, you know. People, they need to be able to do it, you know, and there's all the different ways to analyze, sure, the shapes of the face, movements, wrinkles, body shapes, body types, and I notice that in our societies, when people look at other people, it's always like it has to be a simple thing that they think. It cannot be something more complicated, and that's a stem root of many problems. Um, and the body form is all included in magic, and we've lost that. Other cultures have had that, and we've been the preventers in the ancestor. My ancestors, I know that, and to really be good at things, of course, you have to go back and remove the guilt. And of course, harmful ways to see guilt. It's only because the people are around that will make it difficult for you to rise above it, even though you're right. And it's possible to be very right about things, and they don't like that either. To say that there's diseases of all these people, oh my gosh, as soon as the idea comes up of witchery, magic, whatever, there's so many ways to say something negative, and if you listen to all the ways, you're going to get captured. And especially if the experience and the reality gets more complicated, you can get captured more easily. And that's of course not right. But of course we have to deal with that right now. And it's happening. And to say so, okay, you know, you claim freedom and liberty all the time as your ideal, as your statements to the other countries and to yourselves. And when an issue or a situation arises where you can control the liberties, you would choose to control it instead of use it well with the management now. And you can't just keep asking and asking and asking. That's what people do here. They just keep asking and asking for more if you have something. You can see that stem in the problems. People know that. It's very obvious to lots of people that people would just keep taking and asking. You have a giving person, they're going to ask and ask and ask. And it's not saying that everybody thinks like that all the time. You're going to keep asking and asking, but it's you know, if you have such a weakness, and if there's such a weakness in the written structures of the laws that you have to follow, and of course, you know, you're working with a society that has to learn from all these people, and they have written all these structures, and all through the schooling, all through what people have learned, what people have said, and they have to build a confidence in the loyalties of the heart, and before they're trusted. So you have to go through society for years, and you have to build up all of those uh, all of those beautiful things inside of yourself, and of course it's offered to everyone, but who asks for it, and then they get it, so they get it. But that takes a long time. And how many people have achieved all of those things? How many people have achieved all those things? And well, there's not a lot of people, and expectedly that there's not a lot of people because of the system, the way it is. And oh yeah, sure, you can have some knowledge in your mind that has you present yourself well. Um, but to what degree? It's such a vast area, and people settle quickly here. That's one of the biggest faults I see. They settle quickly for one structure of being right, rather than seeing that it's multiple and can be more complicated. Anyway, so there's lots of things that people want to be changed, and you have to bring up an ideal heart, and the ideal heart of what people believe in, and the people who have cared the most and who can learn the easiest. And it's true, you do. You need set leaders, strong leaders, and I wouldn't just have one leader, like one fucking president. Like, I would have more leaders. And I know that you say, oh, okay, well, there's a leader of this section, but it's all the same leader and all the same qualities, and they can never work together to build things because it's in the same areas of belief, and the same areas of misknowings. Misknowings, or not having I've searched enough. And if you have the leaders with that kind of strength, and the strengths will be they've been driven by people, and it's supposed to be like a multi-talent spacing, and the leaders would not be like, oh, working together all the time. They would have they would have people under them, but it would be completely different in a rising of ones that really want to make the world a dream place, a place that's more easy to live in, and a place that wants to do more, that straight from the heart, so that doing things is not an effort as much.